Hey there, it's John Pemberthy here, and congratulations, you've landed on this page because you are registered and your seat is confirmed for our upcoming training web class. You've made a very smart decision to do so, but you're also at risk. Allow me to explain. You see, as business owners and entrepreneurs looking to grow our businesses on the internet, the single most powerful and profitable skill that we can learn is the ability to convert advertising into customers and do it at a profit, okay? If you don't learn this skill, you will continue to feel like you're stabbing in the dark with your marketing and not getting anywhere. Your business isn't growing, and it's the main reason why new businesses, new business ideas, and new websites fail, because they don't have a systematic way to continue generating visitors, leads, and sales for their business. So here's what I mean. If you can learn the skill of putting $100 into Facebook advertising to promote your business, and as a result, you generate $300 back in return in business and sales, whatever it is that you are promoting, then you win. You made $200 in profit, okay? And that process of turning $100 into $300 is the same as turning $1,000 into $3,000, $10,000 into $30,000. It's the same process, but at scale. And it's learning this skill, it's learning this ability that has allowed me to not have to worry now about where my next visitors or sales are coming from into my business, but now month in, month out, I have a predictable and scalable strategy to grow my business. So I've got two goals for this very video you're watching right now. Number one is to share with you some really cool training on Facebook advertising and actually share with you some case studies of where we're doubling and even tripling our money on ad spend. And number two is just get you excited for what you're going to be learning on the web class that you've just registered for. So without further ado, we're on our way to the office. I'll meet you back there in just a moment, and I'm going to take you behind the scenes and show you inside of my Facebook advertising account and show you that we actually walk the walk and practice what we preach. I'll see you there in just a moment. All right, so welcome to the office, and I want to do something right now that most other gurus and marketers won't do. I actually want to show you the behind the scenes. I want to show you what's going on inside of my Facebook advertising account. So inside this account, you can see here, okay, 338,000 British pounds is how much I've spent on Facebook, okay? We actually reached, you can see it here, we've reached over 11.5 million people with our advertisements, okay, promoting our business. Pretty cool stuff, but spending money is not the fun thing, okay? The fun thing is actually making money back and hopefully making more than you spend on advertising. So check this out. I've done a date search in one of our merchant accounts where we actually sell product and generate that revenue, okay? I've done a date search for around about 2 years, and you can see we've recouped $1.6 million inside of this account. Okay, so 338,000 British pounds is around about 500,000 US dollars. So we over tripled on our ad spend. $1 in, $3 back out, all the way up to $1.6 million. So this is how consistently you can do this stuff. Okay, so how have we done this? Well, I want to actually share with you an actual case study of one of our ads, and this one particularly actually just doubled on ad spend. So every $1 we put in, we got $2 back out, which is very, very fun. So check this out. Let's scroll back through our Facebook ad dashboard. Okay, I'm going to scroll down, and we'll use this one as an example. It's called YouTube Training Coconut. The reason it's called Coconut is because it's me and my business partner, we have coconuts in the video. So it's for our own personal reference. But this ad was recommending some of our YouTube training. That's all it was, okay? I'm actually going to show you the ad. But first, look at this. We spent 61,000 British pounds on this one ad, okay? And we generated almost 4 million eyeballs onto that advertisement. So some people teach that you have to just continuously keep putting out Facebook ad after Facebook ad. You don't. If you produce one good winning ad, it has a very, very long shelf life, okay? So I want to actually show you that ad right now. Check this out. This was all it was. Very simple, okay? A bit of text here talking about how I've used YouTube to grow my business, a link to my website, and a video, okay? And you can see here, I'll show you just a couple of seconds of it. It's 3 times harder to rank that stuff. And you can see it's just a video of me and my business partner hanging out with coconuts and an invitation to come get some YouTube training and ultimately purchase our YouTube course, okay? So you can see, look at the engagement down here, 1.9 million views, okay? Almost 10,000 shares. People saying, man, this is good content. I want to share this, okay? Almost 3,000 comments and 20,000 likes. So this ad just took off. People loved it. It was getting great engagement. So let's break down the numbers, shall we? Check this out. So we spent in total 61,000 on this ad, and let's look into the insights here a little bit. And you can see here that we reached almost 4 million people. We generated 30,000 email leads in the process. That's a huge email list that we can follow up with time and time again. And this ad ran from around about October 23rd to where it started to kind of fizzle out around about July. So we'll go to July 23rd. And so over that date range, let's see how much that ad produced for us, okay? So the corresponding purchase that the product that we were recommending was Tube Traffic Mastery. It's a training program I have. So you can see that here. I've done a date range for October 23rd to July 23rd, which was when that ad was running. And I've gone ahead and done this calculation before we jumped on here. And actually, it's anything that has Tube Traffic Mastery in the description here. Okay, that's what we recommended from that ad. And so I've tallied it all up, and it comes to 195,000 US dollars. Okay, so we spent 61,000 UK pounds, which works out to be around about 80,000 US dollars, and we generated 195,000 US dollars. So we over doubled on our ad spend. Again, $1 in, $2 back out, okay? So what I want to do right now is I want to actually share with you how we can do this and do this at scale, because this is not the only ad that we have running. We have a bunch of other ads running simultaneously, and it's just growing the business, and that's when it gets really, really fun and the numbers start to get really, really big. So here's what I want to do now. I want to take you into our homemade pop-up studio, and I'm going to show you how we're able to achieve these kind of numbers with Facebook, but more importantly, what we're doing differently to 99% of other people trying to make Facebook advertising work and failing. But first, let's get a nicer shot. Perfect, that looks nice. Listen, we've got the fancy pants whiteboard. I want to draw some stuff out for you, okay? The first thing, and this is the #1 rule of Facebook advertising, okay? #1 rule is this: start small, then scale, okay? Excuse my awful handwriting. Start small, then scale, okay? I didn't just throw £60,000 at Facebook. I didn't throw £300,000 at them, collectively inside of that account. We start very small, okay? Doing so would have been extremely careless and actually wouldn't have got very good results, and is also unrealistic for the new person just getting started with Facebook. If anyone teaches you with Facebook ads to just throw a whole bunch of money and see what sticks, don't follow their advice. This is what we did with that one ad that I just showed you, okay? When we first put it out there, what do? We actually spent just $10 on Facebook. What did that return for us? It actually returned for us, on average, about $20. It started to take off. We just tested the water with $10, and it was like, man, this ad is actually getting some engagement. People are liking this. We're getting clicks, we're getting leads, we're actually potentially getting some sales. So here's what we started to do. Then we just started ramping up from there. So then we went to $50 a month. Okay, $10 a day was working. So now $50 a day. Let's see what that does. And again, we were still doubling on our money. So we went, well, this is super fun. So let's see where we can take this. So then we took it to $100 a day, and we were making $200 back. So on and so forth, until eventually with this one particular ad, I don't want to pull the wool over your eyes, but this one particular ad, we made it up to about $500 a day. We spent $500 a day, and we were making back about $1,000 a day, which was super cool. Okay, we still have ads right now running that are doing the same thing consistently. We have a bunch of these, so that's where it gets really fun. So that's our strategy, very simply, and the #1 rule for Facebook advertising: start small, then scale, and you can scale with your profit, so it gets really fun. But here's what makes the difference to what I teach and my business partner teaches, okay, to everyone else on the internet teaching Facebook. And to illustrate this, I need a clean board, and I need to go ahead and draw some stuff out for you. So let's go ahead and get a clean board right now. There we go, nice fresh board, magic. Right, check this out. First thing I want to draw out for you is this thing that we call the engagement continuum, okay? Most people, when they are teaching Facebook advertising, this is where I think they're going wrong, and this is why I think most people fail and don't get results with their Facebook ads, okay? If this is someone who doesn't know you and has never heard of you before, okay, that you ultimately want to get to a place of being a customer over here where we're going to make ka-ching, okay? And this is the process that they're going through to get to that sale. Most people, they will spend about 10% on the ad being the Facebook ad, or their marketing, or the content they're putting out there to attract people. They only spend about 10% of their time, energy, and attention on the ad. Then they spend about 10% on maybe, let's just call it the opt-in, for example. If you're doing email marketing, then the process of actually getting people interested in your brand, becoming a lead or a prospect, or whatever else. And they spend 10% of the time on this. And 80%, okay, is sales. This is what a lot of people teach, okay? And it's completely upside down. right? This doesn't work anymore. It's a broken model. You cannot spend such a small amount of time on that first point of contact, okay? Gone are the days where you can just be putting out an ad that just grabs people's attention, and then you rely on a massive sales process and all this NLP, and nothing wrong with NLP, but just to go overload on it and just focus on trying to hypnotize someone into providing a sale. That just doesn't work anymore, okay? This is how we do it. This is why our Facebook ads work so well. Here's the way that we do our engagement continuum, okay? So again, we've got someone on Facebook that we're trying to attract with our content, and we're ultimately trying to get them to a place where they feel comfortable with our company, our brand, our products, whatever it is that you're selling, and ultimately make a purchase, okay? We spend, I don't know where this would be on here, but we spend about 40%, okay, of our time, energy, and attention on the ad and the marketing. And I'm going to explain how we do that in just a moment, okay? So we spend a good amount of time on this, okay? We don't rush it. I'm going to come back to this in just a second. We spend another 40%, and I've done this completely wrong. Let's just go, that's the first 40. Then we spend another 40%, okay, on what would be the opt-in, or whatever that first point of contact is into your business, whether it is capturing a lead, then filling out an application to work with you, or becoming a prospect in whatever way it is that makes sense in your business. We spend 40% of our time here, and we make sure that we provide so much value in that moment that then they are compelled to come and check out our products and services. So we spend then about 20% on the actual sales message, okay? The sales message is actually not as important as this first sequence that we sometimes also call the indoctrination period, where you're indoctrinating people into knowing, liking, and trusting you and your brand and your business and wanting to take you up on your products and services. So now we're going to compare the two. Most people teach you to put together a Facebook ad that's just any old image and just put together some headline text and just get your ad out there, because it's just about getting clicks. You just need people to come and visit your website, okay? And then once they're on your website, then you can do all this sales stuff and try and convert them into sales, right? Convert them into customers and make that money. Listen, that doesn't work anymore, right? What you need to be doing is actually before, look at this, I'm going to draw this line here. This is when they come off of Facebook and actually come onto your website. We want to spend so much more time on Facebook actually providing great content, right? Not just some lame old image or some random old text just to get the click. We don't just want to get the click. What we want to do is actually have someone who sees our content on Facebook in the form of an ad really resonate with it. Say, man, that was good. I learned something from that video, or I learned something from that image or that post or that text that I read. And that's actually, yeah, I'm really curious now as to what this person has to offer, or what this brand has to offer, or what this company has to offer. I would like to go click on their website because I like them. Not because I've just, well, there's an ad there, well, I may as well click, see what that's about, okay? You see the difference? We're not trying to get people to click on our website just to see what we're about. We're trying to get people to click on our website because they've seen something of us on Facebook, they've enjoyed that ad, they've consumed that content, and now they've gone, yeah, I want to move forward. I want to click on this person's website and take action on whatever that next step is. And that next step is this opt-in or this indoctrination series where they first come into our world, right? Whether that's, like I said, opting into your website or joining your email list or becoming a prospect or filling out an application or whatever it is, jumping on the phone with you. You want to spend so much more time providing value, a bit like what I'm doing right now, okay? We practice what we preach. In this very moment, okay, you've opted in for our web class, and I'm just going overload. I'm teaching you some of this cool stuff because I'm trying to provide as much value as I can, because hopefully we'll be able to build somewhat of a relationship, and maybe further down the line you will want to join one of our programs that we have that may be able to help you, okay? So we practice what we preach. We spend so much time on this, providing value, so that this part actually becomes much, much, much easier. Okay, I don't care what products or services you're selling, okay, if you can understand this concept that we spend more time on our ad, really putting some effort into it and building a bit of a relationship with that person already on Facebook, whether it's a video or a written post, then once they are first introduced to our business, we continue providing value and surprise them. It's like, oh, I'm expecting to be sold something. Oh, I just received some cool content. Like you opted in for this. I'm just receiving a really cool video in preparation for the web class, okay? So then there'll be a point here where becomes much easier. You don't have to do all this mumbo jumbo with sales and persuasion and all this kind of stuff. No, it'll happen more naturally, and it'll happen at a faster pace. People will go, love that, okay, yeah, I want to come and see what else you've got going on. I want to join that product or service. I want to buy that program. I want to come into your world even further and repay you for the value that you gave me here. Okay, does that make sense? So I'm going to go ahead and real quick get a fresh board, and I'm going to talk about one more thing here. There we go, another clean board. So the next thing I want to teach you, okay, after that first step of providing value, here's the next thing that you need to understand, okay? There's this thing that I like to call the timeline of your ideal customer, okay? All of your, again, I don't mind what business you have, your ideal customers, they're on Facebook, okay? It's undeniable. I think they've crossed 2 billion people on the platform now, okay? Every single person that you could possibly want to attract and target, they are on Facebook, okay? But there is a timeline that we need to think about. We've got one person over here, okay? And then ultimately again, over here is where we are going to be able to make a sale, okay? So what most people teach with Facebook advertising is that, let's say that within this timeline, there's a whole bunch of people who are interested in the topic of losing weight, okay? Your product or service helps people to get in better shape and lose weight. So most people would say, well, just target anything on Facebook that's to do with, health, and fitness, okay, for example, and we'll just go after those broad kind of audiences, and we're going to hit everyone who's under this umbrella, okay? Anyone who's ever liked something or interacted with something to do with health and fitness, then we'll just target them and we'll see who resonates, okay? Here's the problem with this, and this is why most people don't get results with Facebook advertising like this, because the different people under this category, okay, they're all at a different stage. Okay, and whatever stage they're at, we talk to them slightly differently. Okay, so let's say this is someone over here under this category who is they're overweight, they're obese, but they don't know it yet, or they're not seeking help yet. Okay, so gradually they're going to start moving up the timeline to being more inquisitive about that topic. So then they hit this part of the timeline, where actually they've moved from not even noticing the problem to now they go, you know what, I think actually I need to start looking into losing weight. I need to actually spend some time on this. I've got to stop just ignoring this. So they've moved up. Now they're more interested, but they try a little something and it doesn't work. They read a magazine, right? Or they go, oh, this looks too hard, and they drop off. This looks too hard, I don't want to lose weight, it's not worth the hassle for me. But there's some other people that drop off, and there's some other people that keep moving up, and they become more interested. And then they go, no, I'm going to look further into this. Not just a magazine, now I'm going to start looking online. I'm going to look on YouTube, I'm going to look on Google. So they've moved further up. Some people from that category are going to go, you know what, now I'm going to give up to this YouTube videos and stuff, make it look really complicated. It's going to take loads of time, I don't want to. And so on and so forth. We keep moving up. There's a next stage where someone goes, no, I'm actually going to purchase a program to do with weight loss. I'm actually going to purchase something and give it a go. They give it a go, it doesn't work. They go back to the drawing board and out they go. So we keep moving up. And the further that we go, the better quality of customer, the better quality of person that we should be attracting. Because now this person is someone who's determined to make this thing work, determined to lose weight, but they just cannot figure out how to do it. They haven't been given the right information, okay? And then this person starts to get results but needs more help, and then this person is actually at that result. Okay, and again, people are dropping off all the way. I hope you guys are still with me. So here's what we need to be doing with our Facebook advertising. We only want to target pretty much like the top third, okay? The people this high up on the timeline. We do not want to spend time with these people. Okay, I'm going to put a big X in it. We don't want to spend time with these people because they're unmotivated. Some of them are not even looking for a program to join. Some people are not even looking for help. Some people have in the past and now they've given up and they're not motivated anymore. So there are ways, and we're going to teach you this on the web class, there are ways where you can just target these people, and you can make sure the way that you're wording your campaign, the kind of targeting that you put in there, you are actually targeting the best possible audience for your offer. Okay, you're going to have more people engage with your ad. You're going to have more people come through to your website. You're going to have more people actually interested in purchasing your products and services and whatever it is that you have. Is this making sense? So we're only targeting the top third with this illustration of the timeline of your ideal customer. You get that? Just to recap one more time, we're not targeting broad phrases. We're not targeting just the health industry. We're understanding that, let's say for example, there's 100 million people interested in losing weight. We're not going to put an ad out to everyone. We're going to identify who would be most likely to take action on my offer and on my ad, and we're going to make sure we just target them. Okay? Does that make sense? And again, we're going to show you this on the web class. So in recap, okay, we're going to be providing value, okay, with the engagement continuum. We provide value first, okay? Second thing is that we do this. We only target the people that are most likely to interact with our ad. And third, going back to our rule from earlier, is we start small and then we scale. Okay, so I hope this has been helpful for you, and here's what I want to do at this point. If this has been interesting to you and you've enjoyed this has been helpful in any way or got you excited, got the light bulb moments going off, then let me remind you, the reason you're on this page is because you registered for our upcoming web class teaching this stuff. It's called Social Traffic Blueprint. You're already registered, that's why you're here. So here's what you need to do next. Number one, go into your email inbox for the email address that you submitted on the previous page and check that you received the confirmation emails for this web class, okay? The date and time of it is still plastered around this page somewhere. It'll be in your email. Make sure you got that confirmation, because that's going to have your unique link to join the webinar and the web class at the date and time specified. Number two, make sure that you note down that date and time, write it in your diary, write it on your calendar, write it on your spouse's head. Make sure that you don't forget, okay? And make sure you show up 15 minutes early, because we have a maximum capacity on our platform of 1,000 people, and they fill up every time we do this, they fill up, okay? So arrive 15 minutes early to make sure you actually get your seat. And number three, if you would like to make doubly sure that you're registered and your seat is confirmed, there's a link below too. You can go ahead and hit that, and you can re-register to make sure that you're definitely confirmed and you definitely get that confirmation email if you're excited about this kind of stuff. So I'm excited to see you on the web class, and the final thing you might be thinking is why? Why is John going to all this trouble to put together this web class and this training and this video and these pages? Well, two simple reasons. Number one, I love Facebook advertising, and me and my partner Jabril Agoro, we feel like we're pretty good at teaching it too. And so we've actually got a full A to Z training program that teaches this stuff that we'll let you know about at the very end of the web class that you'll be attending, okay? Number two is because I genuinely and strongly believe in making sure you provide upfront value and content to your audience before you ever show them your products and services, which I believe is what we're demonstrating here and what we will be demonstrating on the web class you're going to be attending. You're going to learn stuff on this web class that is of higher value than most other Facebook advertisers charge for inside of their programs, okay? So you're going to learn how to attract and target your ideal customers on Facebook. We're going to show you how to leverage the power of Facebook advertising correctly and in the right way for your business. And we're going to show you some more behind the scenes stuff of our campaigns, myself, my business partner Jabril Agoro, so you can model what we're doing for your own business. So anyway, I'm out. I've talked for a long time. I hope this has interested you and got you excited for the web class coming up. Make sure you've got your confirmation links and emails that we should be sending you, and re-register if you want to go ahead and do that. So with that, I'm out. Appreciate you guys and looking forward to seeing you on the web class. Date and time is plastered all around me. See you there. So let's go ahead and get a clean board right now.